the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, and Ahmed Rehab, executive director of the Chicago office of CARE. Guys, let's turn our talk about the enhanced interrogation techniques that were used on Khalid Sheikh Mohammed that ultimately led to the capture and kill of Osama bin Laden. Dr. Jasser, why not use all forms of interrogation if it leads to the capture of some of the most dangerous people in the world?
Well, I think that's a great question. And this democracy and transparency, we talk about these things. And I think we need to look at what we got as a result of waterboarding and the fact that we can't be sanctimonious and say that we will not use any forms of coercion. I mean, what are we going to use? Harsh language? At the end of the day, we have to be transparent. It doesn't mean we can use all forms. It doesn't mean we turn into thuggish societies like Syria that is now using torture to get Facebook passwords. We're getting data that was used to capture the most wanted criminal in society. And I think ultimately we need to reassess that sanctimonious blanket, we won't use torture, and realize that, you know, war is messy, and there may be times in which we have to use things that transparently we say are part of the coercion we need to do.
Now, Mr. Rehab, Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday had a great question. He asked Mr. Donnellan, you know, if it's okay to shoot someone in the eye and kill him, an unarmed man, why is it not okay to waterboard him? Where is CARE on waterboarding and the capture and kill of Osama bin Laden? Can you square those two?
Look, the difference between us and those whom we fight in the form of Al-Qaeda and other militant radical groups is that we are a nation of values. We're a nation of laws. And in the fight to maintain the upper hand, we can't lose our souls. We can't lose our principles and our values that make us worth fighting for. At the end of the day, torture is torture. By any other name, it's still torture. And the problem with that is it's been proven time and again that it does not provide accurate information. It has led us into a war in Iraq that was completely misguided, that wasted a lot of money and spent a lot of lives.
Hang on, sir. I
based
apologize.
on false information obtained through torture.
Before I lose a segment here, Dr. Jasser, the head of the CIA, Leon Panetta, point blank said waterboarding was one of the techniques used, and it aided in the capture of bin Laden. Any questions?
No, I mean, I think ultimately we have to realize that the Judeo-Christian and in Islam, we believe that there's just war. And if you're unless you're a pacifist, you have to believe that ultimately targeting individuals, morality is going to win over evil by the use of some force and coercion as transparently necessary. We're transparent with it, and I think it was moral. We got bin Laden with it, and ultimately we just have to be transparent and clear about it. But to say that we're not going to use it at all is naive, as the...
but as
very quickly, sir, very quickly.
As Jews, Christians, and Muslims, we also believe in the honorable fight. We also believe in fighting in a way that does not
we have to leave it there, Dr. Judy
Jasser
and Mr. Ahmed Rehab from CARE. Thank you, guys. We'll be right back.
Out with the old and scratched up, the dentist, the ding, and